Hey guys, my name is Jayden. If you're new here, I make fake lifestyle content. If you like that, you like me. Hit that subscribe button. Today is actually gonna be oh my gosh, don't look over there. Today's actually gonna be a Q&A. So I'm gonna be asking some of the Christian questions y'all have. So I asked me, I posted on my story like what y'all wanna know, what y'all was tea, like what's up, because I really don't like, I talk about my faith, but it's not really how I talk about it. I talk about it on TikTok more than I talk about it on here. So we're gonna have to answer the questions. It's okay, a lot of questions, and I'm gonna try to answer them all best I can. Then I'm really sorry, like I'm very tired right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm tired, but I wanted to film this video today. So let me pull up my questions. Yeah, it's a lot of questions, like, well, that's not a lot, it's a lot to me. I'm gonna try not to ramble. I'm gonna try to be on topic as much as I can, because y'all know. Oh, let me get a thumbnail. My face. If that's so corny. That was so corny. Don't mind it. Okay. Thumbnail out of the way. First question is, I'm trying to talk clear. With a busy schedule, how do you include and invite God into your day? Alright, yeah. I'm gonna just go through my day, like a whole lot now. So I say I wake up around 6:50, right? As soon as I wake up, I can thank God, because every day is not promised. He didn't have to wake me up that morning, but he did. So my will is not done yet. My purpose is not done yet. So as soon as I wake up, I thank God. It's becoming a really good habit for me, because I don't be forgetting. Because as soon as I wake up, it's in my mind to already thank God. So I wake up at 6:50. So from 6:50 to 7 o'clock, I read the rest of the day chapter. So whatever the rest of the day is, say it's like Psalms 34 verse 15, I will read the whole Psalms 34 for about that 10 minutes and then get my day started. I'm brushing my teeth and stuff. I try to stay off my phone and just talk to God and let him into my day, pray over my day, really just be present with God in that moment. Sorry, I'm not get the camera, y'all, sorry. But like, I'll pray and then I'll be like, God, protect everyone that has been on the road today, protect everyone who has plans, errands to run today, let them have a great day. Be with me as I go through school, because school be making me like temperament like down, like school is so like irritating to me, but I do that, and then I ask him to like calm my mind, everything, just guide me through the day, say whatever you need me to do, let me do it, like stuff like that. And I'll just pray that until I get back to my room, and then when I get back to my room, I'll like get ready for school. Then when I'm in the car on my way to school, I pray. Then say I come home from school, in the car, I thank God, for letting me go to school today, and then I come home and then chill, whatever, go to sleep, wake up, eat dinner, come back to my room. As y'all can see, all my books right there, I hit them. We go straight into Bible study. I'm playing no games. At 10:30, people know, if you know me, at 10:30, I do Bible study from 10:30 to about, sometimes it takes me an hour, sometimes it takes me 30 minutes. It just depends, because how long the chapter is, when I'm writing, yeah. So I go to sleep at 11:30. I'm really like strict on 10:30. Like once 10:30 hit, I can't be doing nothing else. I have to be at Bible study. And when I say Bible study, I just mean not like with people, but just be by myself, and I invite God into my Bible study, everything. If you know. But I'm not gonna say they have a busy schedule, because I really don't. Like, I go to work on Saturday, but that's it. That don't really affect my times that I have set for come on, Kim. That don't really affect my times that I have set for God. But yeah, I'm not really like busy. Like I don't like do sports. I don't like do anything that will. But some days, you know, I'm not. I be tired and exhausted. So I still do Bible study, but I don't do it for as long, so I can give my body enough rest. Rest is really important to me, and God knows that you need rest. So don't be like upset, mad that you didn't spend time with God. Just like say I don't spend time with God tonight, right? So tomorrow I do 2 times as much as I would usually do because I didn't spend time with Him today. You hear me? Like that's how I do it. Alright, because that took my one. The next question is, what's something that God does that amazes you every time? Okay, so say I'm like sad or like I'm going through something and I'm just like, I'll never get out of this. It's just never gonna end. Like I be losing hope and faith and everything. I'm not really lying to say that I don't. I be thinking like it's just over. Like everything's just over. Like it's bad. But then something will happen, like a switch of a button, and I pray. Like I pray one of them prayers that make you cry. Like I pray one of them prayers that just like be like, and then something about a switch of a button, God be like, stop, and it just all stops. And like I'll wake up the next day, feeling rejuvenated, happy, everything. And it's just like you really my man for real? Like you really my man for real? Like you really pull me out this joint? You really that? You really him? Like he's really him? Like for real. Okay. Next question. Any recommendation for Bible plans? So, as you know, I read Bible plans so often. I read Bible plans all the time. Like I'm doing a Bible plan right now. But some Bible plans that somebody invited me to do a Bible plan. Some Bible plans that I recommend is Winning the War in Your Mind, one. I like that one. I like the 31 Prayers for Teens. I like the Healing What's Hidden one. Navigating Uncertainty. Steps to Intimacy with God. Dangerous Prayers from Social Media to Social Ministry. How do I know God's will? It's so many good ones. Like it's just so many good ones that I just want to read them all, and I can't. I only can do one at a time because 2 at a time be a little bit too much for me. And I just be all over the place trying to make time to do my Bible plans and trying to do this, try that. So I just know how to do one at a time and take it on myself at a pace that is comfortable for me. Okay, next question. Do you ever see yourself leading a church service in the future? If you're saying like pastor preacher type of situation, no, I don't see myself as a pastor and preacher. I don't think that's what God has called me to do, me to lead, me to be. But I do want to start a women's non-profit for I don't know how to put it, like a Christian women non-profit, but when I get older, of course. But I do want to start that. But as far as preaching and stuff, that's not really me. Like I can't really prophesy on that level, like how they be. Like that's not me. Like I just can't, cause like I just can't, cause I ain't never know. Like I understand, like they be having like God be putting words for them to say and stuff, but I just like dang, they can preach for an hour. Like I really don't think I could preach for an hour that long. Like I don't think I'm not gonna doubt myself and say like I don't have the ability to do that, because if I ask God, it probably could happen. But I just don't think that's where God wants me to be, wants me to do. You feel me? How long have you been investing into being a Christian? So y'all probably think I was born into the faith. I was no, literally I turned Christian recently. But when I say recently, I mean like March, February 2021. That's what I mean when I say this. So I'm newly at this. I haven't been a Christian for all my life. Trust. No, I was not. So March 2021. I remember the exact day. I don't remember the exact day, but I remember the exact situation, what happened, my encounter, all of that good stuff. I'm not making a testimony video, but it's not really a long testimony. But it's like, if you want to know, you can ask me in the comments, but it's not really a video worthy. It's not long. Like, I didn't have a spiritual awakening. Religious awakening. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. What does it mean to you to love God? I feel like to love God is to accept Jesus. Like, in the Bible, it literally tells you throughout the whole thing, like, you can't know God unless you accept Jesus. You feel me? So, to know who Jesus is, to know what Jesus did, to know Jesus' motives, to know his mindset, to know his everything, is to love God. Because if you love it about Jesus, then you love God because Jesus is God. You feel me? If you know, you know. Like, not if you know, you know. Like, I'm trying to be, like, funny. But, like, that's just me being real. Like, if you know, you know. But to love Jesus is to accept God and to know who to love God is to accept Jesus and know who Jesus really is. Okay. Somebody asked, what Bible verse speaks to you the most? Now, if you know me, you know I live by this verse. Proverbs 16:33. You may throw the dice, but the Lord determines how it falls. I love that verse so much because I feel like if you didn't grow up in a Christian household, or if you didn't grow up in Christianity, then you know, like, you was in control of your life. Like, you made your own decisions, you did your own, like, you was really independent, I guess you could say. So becoming Christian has shown me, like, that independency really has to be thrown out the window. So every time I try to make a decision on my own, every time I try to do something on my own, I have to really realize that I may do this situation and I may try to start it on my own, but the Lord will determine how it finishes. So it's not really up to me. I really have to put my dependency in God. That's what I'm really trying to do. Like, just become more dependent and try to stop trying to do everything by myself. Cause I feel like you don't know nothing. Like, I'm like, be like, Jenny, you don't really know nothing. Like, you don't know the real world. Like, just stop. And that's what I tell myself all the time. Literally. When and what age did you start taking your journey with God more seriously? Age? So if I'm 17 in 2020, if I turned 17 last year, 2022, then I was 16. No, I was 15 years old. Cause if I turned 16 in 2020, I was 15 years old. I'm 17 now. About to be 18 in August. But I'm 17 still, 17 years old. 17. I took it serious at 17 years old. 15 years old. It took a while, but he got me. He grabbed me and said, come here. But my camera is not giving in the place it needs to give. Okay. I said what age? I said 15. When? February, March 2021. I wasn't a quarantine Christian. I would put it like that. I was not a quarantine Christian, by the way. Okay. How do you get into the Bible more without any distractions? So for me, I'm not gonna say that I don't get distracted during Bible study, but I put my phone on do not disturb and I'll flip it over away from me. So if I'm sitting right here, I put my phone on do not disturb and I'll flip it over and I'll put it away from me so I don't be tempted to grab it. And then usually my mind is running rampant with a lot of things that I want to do. Like if I got homework and if I got a project or something, my mind will be running rampant about those things during Bible study. So I just asked God, I'm like, can you just calm my mind for this 1 hour that I'm about to spend with you? Can you just do that for me, please? So I can get this done. Because literally I get distracted by the click of a button. Like, if I don't start Bible study at 10:30 and I'm doing something else, it's like no Bible study for that night. Because literally that whole, whatever I'm doing, the hour I'm supposed to be doing Bible study will take mad long for no reason. I know it's just the devil. I know it's him. He tried to like, get away with it. But yeah, I get distracted easily, so I really just try to focus and just lock in to me. But yeah, I just started to calm my mind. I just take it slow with myself. Like, I don't try to rush anything, I don't force anything. I really just take it slow with myself all the time, and just do it at my pace, like what I feel like God lets me be most comfortable with. You feel me? Yeah. So I'm not good at explaining stuff, so don't slip me my opinion. Your opinion on Christian TikTok. So, as you know, I am a Christian TikToker, but I'm not gonna be the Christian TikToker that's telling you if you don't repent, you're going to hell. If you don't change your ways, you're going to hell. If you don't do this, you're going to hell. You're going to hell. You're going to hell. Like, I don't need it. To me, that side of TikTok, like, I know it needs to be heard. It has to be heard. But it's just another way of saying it. Like, I understand, like, don't sugarcoat the Bible. Why are we sugarcoating that? The main reason people don't turn to Christianity because they feel like every Christian is aggressive and forceful. Literally, if we could be more, literally, y'all, something just clicked in my brain. And about Jesus did not force anybody, like, he didn't tell anybody, you're gonna hell, you're gonna hell, you're gonna hell, you're gonna hell, you're gonna hell. We don't have that authority. We're not God. We don't have that authority to tell anybody to go work on hell, because even Christians go that also. Like, what? But I feel like if, as a community, as a kingdom, as the body of Christ, if we were more, not respectful, but like not forceful, like we were more kind and just genuine about it, more people would be interested in what Christianity has to offer. I feel like because we're so forceful, we're so just aggressive and just angry, like people just shy away from that, because how are they supposed to come into a community and feel accepted when you telling them they're going out in 5 minutes? So that's my whole thing on that side of TikTok. And the other side of TikTok that I have a problem with is the people who just focus on the last days. I understand that prophecies are happening, all of that. I get it. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying that he didn't tell us for a reason. We're too focused on the last days that we're not focusing on today. Do what you need to do today. First of all, everybody's saying this last day, that you're supposed to live every day like it's literally the last day. That's why you're supposed to do everything you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do it right in that day. So that's why TikTok irritates me also. Like, it's just so aggressive, and like that's literally why I have to stay on TikTok sometimes, because it's just too overwhelming for anybody that tries and tries and tries. It's just everything about Christian TikTok be overwhelming. Even for me, like I just be like, like I cannot do this. Like, what the girlies say who like encouraging, who like where is the, why is a man yelling at me on live talking about I'm going out? It don't make me feel comfortable. Jesus meant us to love and to be kind and to be compassionate. Like, what is this? I don't want to be like that. Like I don't want to be that Christian. And if you know me, you know that I'm not going to force anything on you. God will call you at your right time. That's the last of them set of questions. I have more questions, so let me get over to them. Okay, I'm so slow. I literally move like a grandma. What are some obstacles that you came across for your journey? So I most likely did 65% of all the sins that you can think of. I did it. So shying away from all of that, it was hard, because that's what I was used to. That's what I grew up on. That's what I knew. That's what I know. So getting out of that cycle, breaking out of that cycle, it was a challenge. But I allowed myself to be vulnerable. I allowed myself to just accept everything that God wants to change about me. And don't be disobedient. Just go with the flow. Like, I'm really big on just going with the flow, God, because He know everything. He know what's right for me. He knows what's wrong for me. So I put my hands up, like, hey, wherever you need me, I'm going. Like, but I came across I can't really think of no specific challenges right now. I'm trying to think. Same. I really haven't experienced like the whole like friends not supporting you because you're Christian type of situation. So I didn't have a challenge with that. But learning to break unhealthy bonds, just letting people go, letting things go, just becoming anew, basically, was a challenge. Because that's what I knew, that's what was comfortable to me, like, that's what I was just living, like, what I knew, like. So breaking out of that was really a challenge for me. I cannot think of any specific situation right now, at least. If I do remember, I will have back on this thing. How to healthily handle grief. I don't think that I can speak on that because I don't think I've ever had to grieve. Like, I haven't experienced grief as an emotion. I don't think I can speak on that. I know that, like, when I'm dealing with like depression and stuff, like journaling helps me a lot. I like to journal a lot. But like as far as like grief, I haven't really experienced any situation that has placed me in an emotion of grief. Grief is, let me look up the definition, because thinking about it, like, grief is just, I'm thinking of it as like someone passing away standpoint, but grief can be deep sorrow. Yeah, I've never experienced that, but I know handling it, journaling, talking to a trusted someone, talking to God, talking to a close friend, family member, whatever the case may be for you. Just don't let it build up. Like, once you let it build up, then it's gonna make it worse, trust. So if don't let it build up. You know, express yourself by journaling, doing whatever makes you happy, I would say. You know, I'm sorry, y'all. I told y'all I was sorry. I'm finna lose energy right now. Advice on laying belief in things outside of God. I remember when I was in like the early stages of 2021, I would say, I attempted to get into the whole crystal tarot cards. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's making my hair even think about it. The whole crystal tarot cards, that whole situation, because it was really trending on TikTok, and I realized, like, you're lying, because everything that you said was going to happen, quotation marks, everything opposite happened, literally. I'm not going to get into the situation what made me feel like that, but just know, like, you're lying. But I don't believe in any of that stuff. I don't think any of that stuff can bring you wholeness. I don't believe that. I don't understand the concept of it. I can't wrap my head around it. I know, like, I just don't understand it. Like, I understand, like, it can be like cultures. Oh, let me stop because the camera put it out. It could be like you raised up on a culture that makes sense to you and it don't make sense to me. Like, I don't understand the whole reasoning behind it. I really don't. But people like, how can you put your faith in something you can't see, something you can't feel, something you can't touch? First of all, you can feel them. You really can, like, for real. Like, I've had many experiences where I knew that, like, I knew for sure that God was in the room, like, especially when I be praying and stuff, like, I know God be there. Like, I didn't know, like, it's just a feeling that I have, and like when I'm worshiping and I'm praising Him, and I just start crying and smile and stuff, I know God's in the room. because I just know those emotions just don't come out of nowhere. You feel me? Alright, I think this is the last. That was the last question. But if y'all have any more questions, let me know in the comments, because I can make a part 2. I don't mind. But thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for staying here with me, talking, rambling, whatever. Hopefully this helped y'all. And if, like I said, if y'all have any more questions, put in the comments. I can make a part 2. If you have any personal questions you need me to answer, you want to know some things, you can catch me and text me on Instagram. My Instagram is in the comments. I check my requests like 2 times out of the week, you know. But I'm always open to any of giving advice, anything. That would be too old to say what's up. That would be too old to say what's up. So, yeah. Thank you for watching me. Stay tuned for my next video. Next video, it's gonna be a new one for me. Y'all know I don't really do sit down videos, but this was kind of good for it. It's like talking to y'all like we on FaceTime. But when I'm on FaceTime, y'all, I don't pay no attention to anybody that's I'm on FaceTime with for. Like, no. Like, if we talk about that, then when I have attention, like, but no. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I love y'all so much. We here 4.4K. We going up, not down. God is guiding this channel. This video will hit the right person at the right time, and I'm knowing it, and I'm praying that you. I'm praying that God really puts his hand on you, whatever healing you need, whatever just acceptance, renewal, repentance you gotta do, just do it. I pray healing and love for everybody, because this world really needs it, like real bad, real bad, real bad. I pray that you just love yourself. Don't downplay yourself. You're capable of anything that you want to do, and continue to be you. Don't change for nobody unless God's telling you to change. You need to get out of them toxic ways, because being toxic ain't cute. Thank you. See y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye. 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 I'm finna end this. I'm finna start ending this right now. Right now. Because I got some time on my hands. So I'm finna start ending this right now. Y'all don't look at my skin, because I'm already knowing y'all looking at my skin, but y'all can look at my nails, because I feel like my nails done. So y'all can't say nothing about my nails. I need my clothes done, but y'all can't say nothing about my nails. Alright, bye y'all. See y'all in my next see y'all in my next video. Hopefully I like this thumbnail, because I don't know how to do thumbnails for different videos. Alright, bye. Kisses. Love. XOXO. Your fate. Jayden tonight. Signing out in 3, 2, 1. Adios.